Welcome to the session of Wellness, Wonder and Learning. My dear friend, industries are established in the states, and these industries require certain compliances which they have to comply. Industries operate and they emit certain byproducts which somehow deteriorate the environmental conditions of the region. That is, some of the industries are air polluting, some are water polluting, and some are noise polluting. Thing is that industries have to comply or manufacture the products in such a way, or you can say operate in such a way that environment may not be disturbed. If industry is air polluting, they are emitting air pollutants through the chimneys and stacks and other processes, then it is very essential that they should operate in such a way that all these pollutants are controlled, or if emitted in the atmosphere, they are emitted in such a way that they do not exceed the prescribed limits as prescribed by the Government of India. That means MOEF, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Central Pollution Control Board. So to see all these things and to see the safeguard of the environment, government have established the state pollution control boards and central pollution control boards, and these industries are regulated by the state pollution control boards, and for these industries have to obtain certain licenses, that is consent to establish and consent to operate. Here I will tell you about how to obtain consent to establish and consent to obtain through the online portal, that is OCMMS, Online Consent Management and Monitoring System, which has been developed by the NIC for the state pollution control boards. Now, first of all, we should know CTE and CTO, that is consent to establish. This is the permission required before setting up any industrial unit or project. And consent to operate, this is the permission required after the unit is established and ready to begin operations. Now, online consent management systems and a portal has been developed through which industries can apply for these permissions without going to the office and without physical touch, you can say. That is registration of the OCMMS post portal. For this, industry has to visit the official OCMMS portal. OCMMS is the online consent management and monitoring systems of the Pollution Control Board, where the industry is going to be established and operate. Now, for this, you have to register yourself. That is, if you are a new one, then you have to register yourself, and following details will be required to fill up. That is, name of the industry, email ID, mobile number, address of the industry, and industry type. What is the type of the industries? Then you have to submit the form to receive the login credential via email or SMS, you can say. Now, when you get the login credential, then you have to log in the portal through this credential which you have received in the email or SMS. Now, navigate the portal for applying the consent, that is apply for consent section. Select the CTE if applying for the consent to established, or CTO if you are going to apply for the consent to operate. Now, it is menu based form, you can say, where you have to fill up the form. Provide the details about the industries, such as type of the industries, whether it is red, orange or green or white category. Location details, water and energy usage, and emission and waste management systems. Now attach the required documents as per the list which I am going to describe below. You have to also pay fee for the obtaining this, you can say, permissions. You have to calculate the fee using the calculator available on the portal. On the portal, calculator has been provided where when you will put the investment of your total project, then it will calculate automatically the consent fee. Now pay online through the portal using available payment methods. Now, after completing the form and attaching the documents, submit the application. Note the application reference number for the future tracking. Now use the tracking feature on the portal to check the status of your application and respond to any queries or requests for additional information promptly. Now here I am going to tell you about the documents that are required to be uploaded on the portal. For consent to establish, it is application form, detailed project report DPR, site plan or layout, you can say, NOC from the local authorities, maybe from the forest department, that is distance of forest from the industries, or maybe municipal corporations or other such local authorities from where it is mentioned in the portal. Environmental impact assessment if applicable, EIA report if applicable, or environmental clearance obtained from the MOEF, EAC or SIA at the state level. Then water and air pollution control measures, PAN card of the industry owner, and land ownership or lease agreement. All these documents are required for consent to establish. Then comes consent to operate. Here also you have to submit the application form, then copy of the CTE certificates, that is consent to establish certificate, because you can apply for the consent to operate only after you get CTE, that is consent to establish. And compliance report of the CTE conditions, water and air analysis reports from a certified lab, details of the effluent treatment plants ETP if applicable, hazardous waste disposal agreements if applicable, and environmental clearance certificate if applicable, because some of the industries are required to obtain prior environmental clearances and then they have to apply for the CTA. These are the processes of submitting the consent to operate and consent to establish applications through online portal. And next time I will tell you how to comply the conditions of the consent to establish and consent to operate. Thank you very much.